if information comes to light that changes that characterization, then my goodness, we'll be the first ones to let you know. But right now, there's just no indication that this is some sort of foreign malign activity or, in fact, even criminal.
Well, what I don't understand is, this has been happening since late November. I don't know that the law enforcement officials or residents in New York and New Jersey, or even the Democratic senators who wrote to Director Wray, Mayorkas, and the FAA administrator today would think that this has been handled with a sense of urgency. But that being said, has the President or the Secretary of Defense issued any guidance to NORTHCOM or military installations to act on these systems if they're deemed to be a threat in any way? And what's the benchmark for that determination?
I can also tell you that if the President, as Commander-in-Chief, believed, based on the information that he'd been given, that there was a national security threat at play here, or even a public safety threat at play here, he would issue the appropriate directives to not only law enforcement, but perhaps even the military if that was needed.
It's not what the senators said in the letter. They said, in fact, that they've been observed maneuvering their critical infrastructure, sensitive locations, including reservoirs and military installations, and cited a concern from law enforcement about public safety threats because a medevac helicopter was prevented from transporting a seriously injured patient for care because of the presence of these drones.
I stand by my opening statement.
Can you make that make more sense? Because I think people in New York and New Jersey see drones the size of an SUV over their house every night and think that that doesn't make any sense.
This is Maximus Aviation.
Greetings, everybody. Maximus here. I hope you're all doing well, wherever you may be all around this great big world of ours. To those new subscribers, and there are a lot of them, in the last video on this subject, it's over 2,000 new subscribers and counting. And I want to thank you and welcome you. This is Maximus Aviation. I am Maximus. We don't normally talk politics on the channel, which I don't think the other video was politics, but some of the comments, some of you guys kind of took it that way. And, well, I'm not really into politics, and I just call it as I see it. So hopefully people aren't offended by that four-letter word, Trump. But he was the subject because I was telling you that there's nothing to worry about. And there's no imminent danger and there's no invasion, because had there been, we know that we'd be hearing from the troller-in-chief himself about what he would do on day one to destroy those dastardly aliens that had been invading New Jersey. Why New Jersey? Nobody knows. But we did hear from him, and you may know, he tweeted, he truthed, whatever he calls it. As you know, the president, maybe you don't know, the president and the president-elect are also similarly informed of national security issues on a daily basis. So rest assured that the president-elect is in tune with what's going on. However, he took the opportunity, maybe he saw my video, but he took the opportunity to tweet. He says, mystery drone sightings all over the country. Can this be happening without our government's knowledge? I don't think so. He said, let the public know or shoot him down. Well, I think he knows. And I think that's his way of telling the government, I really am having a hard time keeping this secret. So come on, let the cat out of the bag. So that's what he had to say on the subject, and nothing from Elon Musk. So, like I said, Occam's razor, it is as it appears. The problem is, we haven't heard from anybody in the president administration, the president, the vice president, the head of the Pentagon. We've heard from John Kirby a little bit. He said, we don't know what's going on. We don't know what it is, but we know it's not dangerous. So how is that even possible? We heard from, what's his name, that Mayorkas guy. He told CNN that it's not lawful to shoot down drones.
I want to play something another New Jersey congressman, Republican Jeff Van Drew, said about the drones over his state in New Jersey. Listen to this.
We're not being told the truth They are dealing with the American public like we're stupid. They don't know what it is. They don't know what it's about. They haven't taken one down to analyze it. They have no idea where it comes from, but they know that it's not that. I mean, that's nonsense. They do not know what they're doing. Why don't they take one of them down, analyze it, and let us know what's really happening?
What do you say to the congressman?
Well, first of all, we have experts, and he should not diminish the extent of their expertise and the extent of their dedication to the well-being of the American people. These are individuals who dedicate their careers to the safety and security of the United States of America, number one. Number two, it's not as though anyone can just take down a drone in the sky. That in and of itself would be dangerous.
Do you have the authority to shoot down drones?
Our authorities are very limited. That is precisely why we have gone to Congress to expand those authorities. Our authorities are limited by the United States Coast Guard in the maritime environment, the United States Secret Service in its protection of our national leaders, the U.S. Customs and Border Protection with respect to the border. We have various authorities that are discrete to the particular missions. We can't just shoot a drone out of the sky.
Do you know for sure these are drones or unmanned aircraft? What are they?
We believe that there are cases of mistaken identity where drones are actually small aircraft and people are misidentifying them. There very well may be drones in the sky, of course, but those are commercially available. One can go into a convenience store and buy a small drone. There are also commercial drones as well. But we know of no threat or nefarious activity.
Well, the United States has been shooting things down since shooting was invented. And last I checked, the United States was still the most powerful nation on Earth. So where do we go to get permission to shoot down a drone if we can't shoot down a drone? Well, that happens if the drone is yours and you've spent billions of dollars developing it. You'd want to shoot it down. The problem is, why are you doing it at night over populated areas and allowing fear to grow and to fester? Why not just tell everybody, hey, we know what's going on. You're safe. It's not dangerous. We know for a fact. And when the time is right, we'll let you know. But instead, they're letting everybody just wander and snowball and come up with more conspiracy theories, which is how, the United States is the conspiracy capital of the world. Silence breeds more. But you know what else is going to breed? It's going to breed millions of knuckleheads going to Amazon and getting their own drones and adding to the pile of drones already in New Jersey. And then there's going to be more drones than there are stars in the sky pretty soon. And it's just going to keep getting worse and worse, and people are going to be mistaking planes for drones and stars and planets. And it's a mess that doesn't need to be. It can be quashed with just a simple sentence. It's safe. We know what it is. Don't worry. But for some reason, they've chosen to just let everybody wonder and let the fear spread. Like I said, we are a rudderless ship, at least until January. So we have a month. Now, what the new administration is going to do, I don't know. I think we have an idea. But what they're going to do, I don't know. But still, that's a whole month. And it's not a political thing. It's not a Republican or Democrat thing, because you have both sides of the aisle, as they say. The Democratic governor of New York, the governor of New Jersey, senators from both sides, congressmen and congresswomen from both sides are all begging the administration to say something, to do something, to give them the authority to do something locally, to give them the authority to disable these drones, to shoot them down. And they're met with silence. Why is that? Who's in charge? Do you know? I don't know. Nobody knows. And that's the scary thing. That's the thing that makes it worse. And apparently there is no end in sight, because nobody seems willing to say anything beyond either don't believe your lying eyes, or you're just looking at airplanes, or everything is fine. And that's the problem. So I wanted to welcome all of our new subscribers from the last video. Hopefully you didn't just come for politics and you enjoy aviation, because we have a lot of that. And also, because of your interest, we have almost reached 100,000 subscribers. And that is a milestone that any YouTuber looks forward to. And we're going to get there soon, and I have something special planned for that. But to those of you who have been with me from the beginning, to those of you who just joined, I want to thank you, because I could not have done it without you. Yeah, it's one thing to make videos and throw them out there and hope that somebody watches them. But it's another thing to get some of the, 5 billion people at any one time on YouTube to stop and watch your content. That's pretty amazing. It's very humbling. And I thank you. And I really do. All of you from the very beginning. So I got something, coming up after we cross that mark. And hopefully we can experience it together. So that's it. Don't want to waste your time. Just went out and have a little chat. Use the platform, like I said, to have a fireside get-together or a Oreo side get-together. And she is really out. Anyway, I have some good stuff coming up in the future. Some Boeing, some Airbus, some probably more drone. But I want to know what you think. Let me know. What do you think it is? Why do you think we're not hearing about it? What should be done about it? What do you think about it? And with that, until next time, let me know down below. And as always, this is Maximus.